On this episode of Bass to Billfish, Peter Miller is in South Florida with a special guest, Jason Robinson.
Hey, there's Jason now.
With help from guide Joe Gonzalez, Peter is looking to show this offshore angler some inshore action.
You're on your first bonefish, man.
But when the weather changes, Peter will have to go from sight fishing to shark fishing.
Jason's got him on. It looks like a spinner or black tip, right? Look at Jason whine, dude. This guy's an animal.
And show Jason you don't have to go deep to catch the fish of a lifetime.
You did it, man.
Florida, the fishing capital of the world. With over 2,000 miles of pristine shoreline, join three-time World Sailfish Championship winner and pro angler Peter Miller as he takes these lucky winners on a once-in-a-lifetime fishing adventure. From freshwater to saltwater, ocean to Everglades, come join us for a fishing experience like no other. This is Florida's Bass to Billfish with Peter Miller, presented by Yellowfin. And by Visit Florida. Unleash your Florida side.
Peter, good morning. How are you?
What's going on, man?
Good. Nice to see you.
Can you believe we're actually going to be fishing on a flats boat today with you poling the boat?
I'm looking forward to that.
The guide for this episode was a good friend of mine, Joe Gonzalez. He's considered one of the best flats guides in South Florida. And you know what's really cool is I got my buddy Jason, who's never done this. He's a big sail fisherman. Jason's a very accomplished angler in the saltwater circuit, mainly billfish tournaments. Now he's fishing on a professional billfish team, and we talked about, you know, trying to go out and do something different. And I thought it might be a perfect opportunity to take him to an area where he's never fished, which are the flats in South Biscayne Bay. Hey, there's Jason now.
How you guys doing today?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. It felt surreal. I see Peter, I see Joe Gonzalez. These are two, really, really good fishermen, guys that I've looked up to.
I was just telling Joe, you haven't caught any bonefish or permit?
None of that.
No?
Definitely looking forward to getting a shot at it today.
He's the man.
We'll have to see about that.
Joe, he's kind of like fishing with like a father figure, kind of.
And you might hear this today. Guys, you gotta stay with me.
It is my catchphrase.
When Joe says that, you gotta keep looking, you gotta stay focused, be ready, bail open, ready to zing one out there.
Positive mental attitude goes a long way.
Well, even though we're focused, he's gonna say it.
I'm still going to say it.
He's gonna say it all day.
Absolutely. And now we need the most important factor.
Fish.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was surprised that there wasn't, the fuel wasn't full.
So Joe, you think we should get 10 gallons of gas? That's all I would take. On my flats boat, it's so fuel efficient with a 60 Mercury on the back 4-stroke. I never even think about fuel.
I see where it's at.
You do? Joe said, sometimes they open at 7, sometimes at 7:15, so we started a day where Joe was getting a little puckered up. I see lights on in there. Mm-hmm. Is that a good sign?
It is, it is.
They weren't even open yet, so we're hoping the lady's there. Good morning. We're so happy you're here. I'm the idiot that forgot the gas. I need about like 10 gallons. Dude, this thing looks full.
Okay. The gas gauge was low, so I kind of got on his case about that a little bit.
How many gallons did we take? Curious.
6 gallons.
6 gallons?
That would have been the ride back.
So you feeling good about it, Jason? You think we got enough?
It's not about Jason feeling good about it, it's about me feeling good about it.
It's all about you, Joe.
I know.
We ran about 10 miles or so, got to our first location, and discussed how we were going to be fishing for the day. You could take this side, just cast over this way with the wind, maybe.
I wasn't casting at anything in particular, and as soon as I close the bell, I'm hooked up, and there's a houndfish jumping all over the place.
Oh, he's on, he's on. It's a needlefish. That is an instant action. He's got this large houndfish, greyhounding, jumping like a sailfish all over the flats. We got a sail on, baby. And he's doing all the right things, and I think we're gonna have a fantastic day. Look at this guy. Professional sail fisherman.
You're not even there 30 seconds and you already have action. I was excited.
Look at that thing, dude.
Good, just as well.
Nice job. Congratulations, way to get the stink off the boat.
Coming up next on Bass to Billfish.
We see a group of fish.
See something, Joe?
We just had 2 fish in there. Bring them back up real quick and stay ready.
Probably the most impressive, exciting run that you'll ever experience fishing.
You're on your first bonefish, man.
Bass to Billfish with Peter Miller is brought to you by Visit Florida. Your Florida side is calling. Go to visitflorida.com. Pep Boys does everything for less. Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here. Ray Marine. World leaders in marine electronics. Peter Miller is in South Florida with guest Jason Robinson in search of bonefish.
We're so happy you're here. I need about like 10 gallons.
After filling up his yellowfin, Peter put Jason on the first fish of the trip.
He's on. It's a needlefish.
Now they'll start working the flats in search of their target species.
What's so beautiful about Biscayne Bay is that every area is different than the next. And it makes the fishing kind of tricky because when you're not dialed in to the different looks, it's tough on your eyes to spot it.
We didn't see him till he was already moving out of there.
He was up there chewing?
Yeah, he just kind of came through and kind of kept going. We're going along the flat and we see a group of fish. We just had 2 fish in there. Bring them back up real quick and stay ready. And I pointed out to Jason, he makes that cast. There's 2 bonefish in there, don't move them.
Jason throws the bait, instantly hooked up. Hooked up, bonefish. Oh, that was easy.
The first run is probably the most impressive, exciting run that you'll ever experience fishing.
You're on your first bonefish, man. Did I tell you about that run?
Yeah, that run is impressive.
Man, that is unbelievable.
I was just ecstatic, holding on to the rod and just trying to make sure that I stayed connected the whole time.
Is he coming back?
Anytime you hook up with a fish of this magnitude, there's a little chaos on the boat.
Good, keep him coming. Keep him coming. I tend to get excited when someone hooks up. Nice and slow, nice and slow. Lift, 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 lift. But it's only because I'm excited and I feel that it'll get an angler's attention to do the right thing. Keep him coming. Keep him coming. Lift.
All right. We're good, Hoss.
Good.
Slow down there. There you go, now you got them. These bonefish pull so hard, it's kind of remarkable, their size and weight, that they can do this. All right, Jason, talk to me. What are you thinking, man?
Wow, this is an impressive, very impressive run. I was at a loss for words there for a second. Give you another run when he sees the boat kind of deal?
Yeah, and he's going this way now. Fights the fish like a champ. I don't have to say anything. The guy's a true pro.
There you go. Good. Keep that going.
You know what I like about Jason? Cool, calm, and collected.
Absolutely.
He sees the boat, he kind of makes a run to the back.
Keep that tip up. Nice. There you go. I'm gonna get my little landing net.
Oh, good. That'll help. Get him coming. There you go. Good. Keep that going.
Even though the 3 of us had never fished together, we all kind of moved in sync and got out of each other's way.
This is your first bonefish, too.
Yeah, it is.
It's right out there by the weed. Come back around by you. Ooh, nice fish, dude. Okay, try to bring him this way if you can. Oh, loose. Dude.
Perfect. High five, Jason.
Jason,
go.
congrats, bro. That thing is a pig. And it was like, touchdown.
Beautiful.
Man,
I'm going to say he goes about 8.5. But yeah, 8.5.
Yeah, hold him, man.
Nice, chunky.
You did it, man. Joe, good job, bro.
Wonderful. Great work.
That was sick.
I was excited and I wanted to get a nice picture and I was ready to get another fish.
Make sure we revive him well.
Okay.
Let him get a breath there.
Good work.
Who catches more bonefish than Joe?
Good work.
Nobody, that's who.
What is it? Don't with me, you know I got it.
Yeah.
I try to stay humble, but sometimes I have to.
How about this, Joe? The bait was on the bottom, which reminds me of another song.
Start from the bottom, now we're here.
There he goes.
Coming up next on Bass to Billfish.
When I cast, I get picked up instantly. I give a 2-second drop back, lock it up, and I'm hooked up.
You might have a bonehead, the mutton snapper.
No, it is not. That's pretty sick.
Bass to Billfish with Peter Miller is brought to you by Yeti Coolers, wildly stronger, keep ice longer. Mercury Marine, celebrating 75 years of marine excellence. Yellowfin, choice of champions. Laser Spine, the leader in minimally invasive spine surgery. Closed captioning for Bass to Billfish has been provided by fishingcapital.com. Peter Miller is in South Florida fishing inshore with his guest Jason Robinson.
You're on your first bonefish, man.
After warming up on a trophy bonefish,
You did it, man.
the guys continue to stalk the flats for another bite.
We went to our next location, and the idea is to look for activity. Sharks, stingrays.
See the bonnet head right here, Jay?
Okay, I got you.
Just stay ready. Grab a shrimp, Miller.
I'll catch that thing right now.
You guys see the shark?
No.
Now he's swimming left?
My name's Mr. Magoo.
No. You're okay. These are tough conditions right now. Go, shoulder cast, go, shoulder cast. Stop it.
I get picked up instantly. I give a 2-second drop back, lock it up.
You might have a bonehead.
I think it's a jack. And he's fighting a little differently than anything I've ever caught on the flats. I think it's a jack.
I don't think so. Miller yelled jack or something, but I said, well, I don't think a jack's gonna eat a crab. Stay with me, bud.
The fish kind of got within sight distance. I saw a pink tail for a second. In my mind, I said, oh, this is a mutton snapper.
It's a mutton snapper.
No, it is not. That's pretty sick. Mutton snapper is my favorite eating fish of all time. Is he a keeper?
I don't know.
He's a pretty good fight, man. I really thought it was a permit. They're great table fare. All right, get that net, Jason. That's a keeper, bro. Whoa!
Catching a mutton snapper on a flat is special.
Look at that, dude.
That was neat. Very cool.
I've never caught an edible fish while I'm bone fishing.
We used to catch a lot more mutton snapper off the flat. And caught one in the bay here in quite a while.
I'm psyched.
I guess Miller thought he was out in his normal 200 feet of water where he will mutton snapper fish and keep them and put them in the ice chest.
Can I put him in your lunch cooler?
No, let's let him go.
No, I'm throwing him in the...
Let's let him go, Miller. Come on.
This guy's crazy. I'm thinking, come on, man. I know you're the biggest fish eater I've ever met. Dude, I'm not letting him go.
Peter, come on.
Dude, get out of here.
Peter.
I really thought I was getting punked, to be honest.
Peter, let him go.
Joe, if
Peter,
I come home...
I'll go and buy you some fish at the fish market or where the big boats are.
Do you know how much action I'll get if I bring a mutton home for dinner?
I'll give you some action.
I'm definitely keeping the mutton.
At first, I was kind of with Peter and I really didn't agree with it, and I was like, no, we should really keep this mutton. You know, you catch them on the reef all the time, but to catch them on the flat, I can understand why you'd want to release that fish.
All right, Joe, here we go. Here we go.
Doesn't that make you feel better than eating him?
No, I'm gonna be having nightmares about this for a long time. I release 99% of what I catch. Every now and then, I like to keep a fish for dinner. But we figured it'd be better off conservation-wise to let this fish grow, get a little bigger, have some babies, and then maybe catch them next year. Would you have kept a mutton if you were out here fishing?
Yeah, probably.
I have had mutton once this entire year.
I'll buy you some tilapia today. How's
Okay,
that?
guys, well, I guess it's pretty equal. You might want to give me a $20 bill with that bag of tilapia, and we'll call it even.
Coming up next on Bass to Billfish.
We grabbed the fish, the leader, and all of a sudden...
Oh, I don't like this. And now, I mean, chaos begins. Oh, I don't like this, Miller. Oh.
Bass to Billfish with Peter Miller is brought to you by Salt Life. Live life unanchored. FWC. There's only one season in Florida. Fishing season. Motor Guide. Engineered for anglers. Costa. See what's out there. Peter Miller is in South Florida with aspiring pro angler Jason Robinson.
You did it, man!
After landing a trophy bonefish and a mutton snapper on the flats,
Hadn't caught one in the bay here in quite a while.
the gang is looking to stock bonefish on the flats of Biscayne Bay. But with changing weather comes challenging fishing.
The conditions were starting to turn south. With this north wind and this little front that's coming through, you think we should maybe pick it up and look for a different location, and maybe we'll throw out a shark bait for a little bit? What do you think?
Could see storms rolling in, wind really kicked up. I know it might sound like a bad call, but I'm thinking about running north. That's where that stuff is coming from, isn't it?
Now it's time to go rip some drag, and then we can finish up with a bonefish.
Okay.
I see Peter rigging up the shark rod, and I said, wow, that's something I would do.
Jason's got him on. Within 5 minutes, we were hooked up with a nice sized lemon shark, and here comes the rain. Look at Jason whine, dude. This guy's an animal.
When you have current, you have wind, and you have a big fish on, light tackle, it's not easy to subdue the fish.
Woo! Come on, baby.
Not a happy fish.
What do you think? You think he's gonna stop? I don't know, man. Let me look at your reel.
You know, you're fishing a medium-sized spinner.
I don't know, dude. Let's get him. We'll come right back. We're going after him. we decided to pull the power pole up and chase after the fish. We're going for it. It's the fact that you can go do this is the excitement of the day, you know? You never know what you're gonna catch out here. And we proceeded to fight this big lemon shark in rain and 25 to 30 knot winds for well over an hour. All right, Joe, come on, we're going for the fast release. Let's speed it up. We'll get right on top of them. I'll grab the leader. We'll have some fun. Here comes the rain. We got a squall coming through, and we're spinning around chasing this fish on the flats. It's straight off the bow. You're going good, Joe.
You have any color?
Not yet.
So what you want to do, I think, right now, Jason, is counter him down and dirty to the, there you go. That's going to stop him. The boat's kind of swinging. I have to kind of get it back in line. I'm going to get in there just a little bit, okay?
Yeah.
See, moving now? Okay. You kind of get behind the fish, let Jason pull on him a little bit.
We're now about a mile from where he ate.
It's getting later in the fight. The shark's hugging the bottom. So I had to put a little more heat on the fish, start cupping the spool a little bit, get a little more aggressive to try and get the fish to the boat, essentially.
And I'll leader him. If he pops off, right?
Left, there you go, good. Come on, Jason. Get some wraps on there, I'm bumping her up.
Jason, you know, strong guy, cranks the drag, cups the spool, and you could just see the fish inching up off the bottom. There he is. Look at this kid, oh boy.
To the right, there you go.
And he finally raised the fish up to the surface. We grabbed the leader and we were able to take a good look at it, and all of a sudden,
Oh, I didn't like this, Miller.
the fish bites my boat. Did he just bite my formica? This right here?
Yeah, that's it, man.
Ah, pickles.
I think it was exciting for Miller. Jason, it was exciting for me also. Let me look at the boat.
Oh, Joe wants a pile on.
We get into an area where I saw some activity. That's him. Jason hooked up again. Peter.
What?
Reel it.
I don't know what you're talking about, Joe.
I think Miller was a little upset. It wasn't him, but it was Jason's turn again.
I'm looking for a double header. I thought you wanted a double header.
That's what I was trying to do there just now.
After catching the first bonefish, I already knew what to expect.
That's the one we're looking for right there.
Nice. We get the fish to the boat, and it's another beautiful bonefish. Second bonefish, huh?
Oh, this is awesome, man.
Although the fish wasn't as big, it was exciting, especially under those conditions. This guy's maybe 5 pounds.
That's a nice one, man.
Not for 1 second did you think, oh, well, this is just a baby. It's still gonna run and run and run. It's a fight.
Your second bonefish now.
I think I'm hooked.
Released it, swam away perfectly, and I was just so happy.
Okay, let's do it again.
Joe can't stop himself, man. Right behind us were probably 20 to 30 kiteboarders.
On ahead, brother! Woo!
To be able to see this in the background was really neat.
Hey, I got a 25-foot graded weight. That's my boat.
Finally, I get my bite. Fish. It's not pulling that hard, but then it starts to go around the boat, and Joe's classic, it's a bonefish, it's a bonefish.
Baby bonefish! Baby bonefish!
Oh, fishing with Joe Gonzalez, you just can't miss.
And now, I mean, chaos begins.
I got someone else's line.
Reel in.
I got someone else's line. Joe, I'm telling you, I got someone else's line
then
right here.
you have Jason. Jason, stop.
I'm in
Stop.
free spool. I'm in free spool.
Okay, come. One line's going the other way. There's line under the boat. No, we're all messed up.
He's doing whatever he has to do. He was ready to hop in the water if he had to get the fish in the boat.
We're still tangled, Peter?
I'm sure
Okay,
I am.
I'm free spooled. I cut Jason's line, so now there's leader and there's line. It was just not a very TV moment.
Hey, do these bonefish always come with cobwebs? Joe?
Very good.
Nice and easy. I'm with you, Joe. All right, I'm with you. It was like a spider web, but you know what? I don't care. We caught the bonefish. Joe once again put us on the fish. Hey, Jason, this is what small bonefish look like. And he was like, wow, they're that small?
Okay, be nice to him.
I'm trying to get him calm.
Be nice to him.
I'm trying to get him calm. I'm holding him. I'll never drop him, Joe. I swear. I'll never drop him. Watch.
All right.
See that?
You showed him. Good.
Okay.
There you go.
That was too much. I gotta go home. That was too good.
It's been a great time, guys. I appreciate you guys staying with me.
That's how we do it. We stay with you all the time, Joe.
Thank you for coming, Jason.
You know what we need to do now? We need to go to your buddy's restaurant, go have some dinner, a little Cuban food, a little local Miami action, and reminisce about what just happened, because this was special, man. This was awesome.
Let's go celebrate. Let's go celebrate.
I felt like this trip was a huge success.
Where can we have a seat for three?
Three, you can sit right here if you want.
Got a chance to introduce Jason into this whole other realm of fishing.
I want to thank Peter. I want to thank Joe Gonzalez for giving me the opportunity to get out and spend some time with them on the water, teach me a few things.
I got a gift card for Jason for 200 smackers to Bass Pro Shops. Right there, just as a little gift, you know, get some fresh tackle, get some new stuff. And Joe Gonzalez, $200 gift card to Bass Pro Shops. We didn't have a chance to actually go to the store, so the gift cards were the next best thing.
Oh, you shouldn't have. Thank you very much. I will use that wisely.
Every time that I get on the water, I treat it as if it's my first time fishing. I was just trying to soak it all up like a sponge, and I can't thank both of them enough.
The Bass to Billfish adventure continues. Stay connected with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube for exciting updates, media, and contests.